30th. I'm Rick Garcia.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Sharon Tay. Evelyn Taft and Stephanie Simmons are here with your morning traffic and weather together.
We sure are, and I will tell you, lots to talk about as we head into the later part of the week. Things are going to get really hot, really dry, really windy. It's going to feel like summer just as we kick off October, but it is still fire season here in Southern California, so we are heading into a period with elevated fire danger. So we will continue to track conditions for you as we move through the week. For today, we are in the 60s this morning, Riverside at 61. As you make your way out the door, I'm telling you probably maybe a light sweater or a jacket this morning, but by the afternoon, not necessary. Fullerton 63 and Oxnard getting up to 60 or at 60 degrees, getting up to the 70s later this afternoon. Your day ahead, again, 60s right now. By the afternoon, we are expecting to see 80s, 81 degrees. That's going to be the forecast high for downtown, and plenty more 80s all across the Southland. So just checking in, near average temperatures today with plenty of sunshine, but we are expecting elevated fire danger as we head toward the end of the week, Thursday, Friday, and your weekend. With the peak of the event taking place Friday into Saturday, we're expecting hot, dry, and yes, very windy conditions as the Santa Ana start to kick in over the next couple of days, really strengthening by the end of the week with temperatures ranging from the 80s all the way to the triple digits. So again, more on what to expect later in the week coming up in just a little bit. But for now, let's check your commute with Stephanie.
All right, Evelyn, if people are heading towards LAX, you have an accident to be on the lookout for. It's your South 405 at La Tijera. Lane is closed for cleanup there. We move it over to the 110. Here's your USC exit Exposition. There it is on the southbound lanes. You also have a wreck in the works. As we drop down into Orange County, you have a brand new accident to look out for. This is on your 5 freeway southbound side at Tustin Ranch. We oftentimes see accidents there, but for the most part, the whole rest of the picture here in Orange County, all the way down to southern Orange County, clear as can be. The only speck of red that you are seeing right now is heading into Santa Ana as you leave Anaheim on your South 5, just below the Orange Crush. That is normal traffic flow, and I actually watched that yellow turn to red about a minute ago, so just happened. And then here are the big delays eastbound 91 as you head towards that car fire we have in the works at Pioneer, so use Artesia instead. Rick.
All right, thanks, Stephanie. LAUSD Superintendent John Daisy will be graded on his performance today. CBS 2's Cara Finstrom is live with the latest on growing tensions over the direction the district should take next. Cara?
That grading coming up actually in October, and one of the groups that's been voicing concerns is UTLA. That's the teachers union. They'll be gathering in front of the high school that you see behind me here, the middle school rather, and wearing red in a show of unity. This is all a lead up to that performance review, which again is set for October. Now, John Daisy has been under fire from the teachers union, which is in the middle of contract negotiations and is calling for smaller classroom sizes and greater teacher pay. He's also clashed with some board members and activists over his oversight of the $1 billion technology program that aims to equip students with iPads or laptops, and the district's new record-keeping system MISIS, which launched with big software problems. Later today, LA Unified board members have called a special closed-door session to talk about that upcoming job review. Daisy's contract runs until 2016, but he could be removed by the board at any time, and supporters are concerned about the increasing pressure he's facing and that closed-door session today. Two groups of nonprofit and business leaders have mailed the board letters on Daisy's behalf. They're asking for improvements made during his tenure to be considered, like increased graduation and attendance rates and reduced suspensions. The LA Civic Alliance wrote one of those letters saying the board's history of cycling through superintendents creates instability, which puts the public's faith in our public school system in jeopardy, adding that if this board truly prioritizes children, it will hold Superintendent Daisy in place through an orderly process of transparent performance review. So many voices being looking to be heard here on this issue. And again, we expect to hear from members of the teachers union at about 7:30 here this morning. Reporting live, Cara Finstrom, CBS 2 News.
Cara, thank you. Lanes are back open after a 7-hour freeway closure caused by a deadly high-speed motorcycle crash. CHP says the bike was going about 100 miles an hour when it crashed on the westbound 134 just east of the 2 near Glendale. The driver and his passenger were thrown from the bike and died at the scene. Debris was scattered across the freeway. CHP said they saw the motorcycle driver speeding around 9 o'clock last night. They tried to pull him over, but that driver took off, eventually crashing into that van there. Part of the freeway was shut down for hours during this investigation.
The director of the Secret Service will face tough questions today on Capitol Hill about a troubling incident earlier this month. A man carrying a knife scaled the fence, entered the executive mansion, and ran into the East Room before being subdued. CBS News has learned Omar Gonzalez brushed past one armed agent and overpowered another, far more than what the Secret Service had originally reported.
Prosecutors plan to ask for $2.6 million in bail when a decorated New York fire captain appears in LA court later this week. 51-year-old Wilbert Riera faces life in prison if he's convicted. The LA County DA's office says Riera committed sex crimes against 2 boys in Hollywood under the age of 14. Riera's mom told the New York Daily News her son was in LA visiting a cousin. The head of the FAA has ordered a review of backup plans for air traffic control facilities. This after a suicidal man set a fire on Friday that destroyed equipment inside a Chicago area control center. More than 400 flights were canceled yesterday and almost 4,000 since Friday. Delays are expected to continue for another 2 weeks on flights in and out of Chicago's main airports.
As the U.S. and allies continue airstrikes against ISIS militants in Iraq and Syria, officials with the U.S. Air Force say the militants are adjusting their strategies, dispersing themselves, and traveling in smaller groups. Last night, ISIS released a third propaganda video showing British journalist John Cantley, who appeared to be reading from a script criticizing U.S. airstrikes.
We're learning just how expensive the fire season has been in California. Back in July, California set aside $209 million, and apparently now it's all gone. The firefighting effort against the King Fire in El Dorado County accounts for about a quarter of that. Last night, Governor Brown shifted $70 million out of a reserve fund to cover wildfire services for the rest of the year. They say the additional money will get them through October and November.
An argument between 2 business associates at a Home Depot ended with a pepper spray attack and customers heading for the exits. It happened at the store on Badillo Street in Covina. Police and fire crews rushed to the store for what was reported as a chemical spill or hazmat situation. When they arrived, they found a disagreement between 2 contractors ended when a 38-year-old man pepper sprayed the other man in the eyes. Customers were also hit. Some went to the hospital. Others were treated in the parking lot.
Everybody just ran out, kind of like, coughing, just leaning over. I saw one guy leaning over right here by this pole, and he was just like coughing everything up,
Police arrested 38-year-old Fernando Rivera. He's accused of having more than the legal limit of pepper spray. That limit is 2.5 ounces.
The search continues this morning for the thief who stole a statue of Ed Sullivan. That statue was taken on Sunday morning from the Academy of Television Arts and Sciences Hall of Fame Plaza on Lankershim Boulevard in North Hollywood. The statue is 1.5 feet tall and weighs about 20 pounds. It is solid bronze and worth $45,000. Ed Sullivan's grandson says Sullivan would be glad to be back in the spotlight.
My grandfather would be very proud and happy because he always liked a story and he always liked to be in the middle of his story. So to hear that, his statue is taken, of course we want it back, but he would have liked it, I think.
Police are hoping security cameras in the area will help catch the thief, I should say.
Well, time is 6:37. Coming up on CBS 2 News this morning, taking aim at Hollywood, Netflix snabs the first release of a major movie sequel.
Plus, skip the milkshake. 5 things fast food workers say you should never order.
And tight spots, how this buck got stuck and who finally came to his rescue.
And now is your chance to win $200. Today's secret code is flannel.
Flannel.
Text it to 84816 or enter it online at cbsla.com/text to win.
Congratulations to Alicia Vega from El Sereno. She's yesterday's gift card giveaway winner.
Bumps happen. Some good and others not so good. For the bumps you want to forget, bring them to Maaco for our $149 bumper sale. And we'll freshen up your bumper with a new coat of paint for just $149. It's that easy. Maaco, America's Body Shop.
Are you ready to get to work? Watch the Los Angeles Job Market Report, Tuesday through Friday on CBS 2 News. Get tips and information to help you pursue the job you're interested in. Sponsored by University of Phoenix. Let's get to work.
You guys are lucky. Since 9/11, the program that brought you here has stopped indefinitely.
Critics everywhere are sharing the journey.
You sure you're ready to take this on?
Definitely.
The Good Lie is a must-see film.
I had 34 brothers and sisters, and they all gone but one.
Full of heart.
I don't think they're gonna make it if they're not together.
Moving and unforgettable. The Good Lie.
I have faith, Yardi.
Yardi?
It means great white cow.
Well, it's better than a lot of things I've been called.
Rated PG-13.
Be advised, this is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to save 40 to 80% on a spa and swim spa. Friday through Sunday. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2014 inventory. 2 locations: Pasadena Convention Center and Long Beach Convention Center. Over 100 spas on display and everything must go. See the revolutionary swim spa. You can exercise, swim, and relax without the expense and maintenance of a pool. Spas starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. 12-month interest-free financing. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old spa. 2 locations: Pasadena Convention Center and Long Beach Convention Center. Free admission. Call 1-888-SPA-SALE.
Stalking is the fastest growing crime in America.
Why didn't you call the police?
You can't prosecute someone for scaring you.
For those who live in fear,
How'd you get in here?
This guy thinks he owns me.
there is hope.
There is nothing you're feeling that I don't know.
Somebody say I don't want to live like this.
I'm going to help you.
Stalker, series premiere, CBS this Wednesday.
How can you explain the unexplainable? A place where luxury and nature go so hand in hand. A place where by doing nothing you can get so much. How to explain a beach hidden by the earth? Some things can't be explained. You have to experience them. Vayata Nayarit. Live it to believe it.
A deer in Wisconsin needed human help when his antlers got caught in a hammock. The sheriff's deputy managed to calm him down and cut the netting with a knife. The grateful buck, of course, ran off into the woods unhurt. The deputy guesses the deer was eating acorns when its antlers got stuck in the hammock that was hung between 2 oak trees.
Netflix is set to make Hollywood history.
And where you sit in a restaurant might have something to do with how healthy you eat. Who knew? CBS 2's Jill Wagner joins us live from Wall Street this morning. Hi, Jill.
Hey, good morning, Sharon and Rick. Supermarket chains Super Value and Albertsons say in late August or early September, hackers may have stolen customer credit and debit card information. That includes account numbers and expiration dates. The breach could affect Albertsons stores, including Acme Markets, Jewel Osco, and Shaw's and Star Markets in more than a dozen states. Netflix will be making Hollywood history next year when it premieres its first feature film, a sequel to the 2000 hit Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, at the same time that it comes out in the movie theater. The film comes out on August 28th. It will be available for no extra cost to Netflix subscribers. Other films will reportedly follow this new model for release. Well, the market's just open. Checking out the big board right now, the Dow is down about 5 points, so a slow start to the trading day so far. Well, something most people do like, eating out at restaurants. So where you sit while you are there could help if you're trying to watch your waistline. A new book called Slim by Design says that people who sit in well-lit areas, like by a window or near a door, actually make healthier choices. And people who sat furthest from the front door, well, they were 73% more likely to order dessert. Researchers think it's because the darker it is, the harder it is to see how much you're eating. So they say you choose a high table instead of a booth, and that will, they say, help you make some better choices.
Yeah,
Rick and Sharon?
You're not as comfortable on a high table as you are in a booth.
Yep. All right, thank you, Jill.
A new law takes effect requiring college students to give consent before having sex. Now there's an app to help with that. The sexual consent law says there must be an affirmative, unambiguous, I don't know, I'm having such a difficult time with that word, unambiguous and conscious decision to engage in mutually agreed upon sexual activity. A new app from San Diego based Good to Go claims to put that consent on the record. It asks for confidential responses to questions about both parties' sobriety and intent. Some people are skeptical about this.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how many people would actually use it, but it's a good notion and a good idea. It just may not be that practical. Because when you're already under the influence, I don't think you're going to say, let me pull out my app and make sure that I get this from you.
Right. Whether or not the app takes off, students say the law is opening up a dialogue. It also gives colleges and universities guidelines on how to handle sexual assault.
Well, time is 6:44, and coming up on CBS 2 News this morning, Bendgate twist. Teens try to see if the rumors are true by bending phones at stores.
Please, really? Plus, free first aid. Firefighters come to the rescue of some victims.
Very tiny ones.
Really?
And can you say yuck?
Yuck.
The items food service employees say you should never order.
Ugh. We're getting a look outside right now. The sun's starting to come up, clear skies in this shot. Temperature is very pleasant today, but we do have fire conditions on the way. Elevated fire danger coming our way. Details in just a few. Seth.
All right, take a look behind me. This is not where you want to be. That's the 91 eastbound side is just mangled this morning. I'll help you get around that. Plus, we'll talk about a new crash on the 57.
Little change in gas prices overnight. Southland drivers are paying an average of $3.68 a gallon.
Help us make strides in the fight against breast cancer. Join us on October 5th for the OC Making Strides Walk, where your support means more lives saved. For information and to sign up, go to makingstrideswalk.org.
I see a tornado of fire.
We will not be able to reach you.
All hell broke loose.
When news comes too close to home,
Brush fire on the 60s.
Making it to the 80s.
you need to know now. For breaking news, depend on KNX 1070 News Radio. Looking for something fun to do this weekend? Watch for the Chrysler Community Calendar, Thursdays and Fridays on CBS 2. Sponsored by the all-new 2015 Chrysler 200. Changing the game from the inside out. Stop by your Chrysler dealer for a test drive today.
People tell me these adjustable beds are life-changing. Think they're too expensive? Not at Jerome's. My adjustable bed with a queen-size mattress is only $9.99. And our certified sleep specialists will even help you choose a memory foam or a pocketed spring mattress to go with your adjustable base. Whichever you choose, my adjustable bed with a queen-size mattress is only $9.99. Pretty amazing, right? Let us show you what Jerry's Price can do for you. Only at the Jerome's Dream Shop.
When heartburn comes creeping up on you, fight back with relief so smooth, it's fast. Tums Smoothie starts dissolving the instant it touches your tongue and neutralizes stomach acid at the source. Smoothies, only from Tums.
Save thousands on the new revolutionary swim spa at a one-time event. Friday through Sunday. 2 locations. Pasadena Convention Center and Long Beach Convention Center. Exercise with low impact. Swim the entire year and stay in shape. Teach your kids to swim. Unwind and save thousands. Avoid the expense and maintenance involved with a pool. Swim, exercise, and relax in your new aquatic exercise swim spa. Installation in 1 day only. New 2014 inventory. 12 months interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. 2 locations. Pasadena Convention Center and Long Beach Convention Center. Free admission. Call 1-888-SPA-SALE.
Home values in your neighborhood are skyrocketing. So if you need cash, a refi from Greenlight Loans could be the solution. Right now, our rates are at 3.125% for a 15-year refinance. But these low rates won't last forever, so refinance now and get the cash you need for the car, the kids, the pool, the dog, whatever. Call today to refinance at a low 3.125% and get the cash you need.
866-66-FASTER. You've got the green light.
Today's opening bell on CBS 2 is sponsored by Greenlight Financial.
Trending on 2, Bendgate. Caught on tape, 2 brazen teens walked into an Apple store to see if they could bend an iPhone 6. They recorded themselves successfully bending an iPhone 6 Plus. At one point, they talked with a store employee and asked them about that phone. The employee told them Bendgate was an online humor. Apple says they've had less than a dozen reports of bent iPhones.
Well,
I don't know about that.
yeah, you wonder. I mean,
well,
right?
I
You're
have
gonna make the investment.
Well,
You
I
have
the
one,
new
right?
iPhone 6, and so I can't bend it.
Right. You don't wear it in your pocket, though, do you?
No, I don't wear it in my pocket,
Yeah.
and I don't leave it there for
Well,
like
that's-
18 hours.
Some
either,
people say they sit down on the phone and it bends.
It doesn't bend for me.
Doesn't bend back.
Anyway,
Nice phone.
thank you. And it's a
Very
nice
pretty.
phone, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
All right, put down the burger. Fast food workers have flocked to Reddit to answer the question, what is the one menu option at your employment that you would recommend people never eat? And here are a few. Gas station slushies.
Really?
One Reddit user said the amount of mold in those machines could crush your childhood to a pulp. Ballpark hot dogs. Why? Well, some employees say the water the dogs sit in doesn't get changed.
Oh, they must change it.
Lemon in your water. Most employees say the lemons aren't washed before cutting. I've heard that one before.
No.
And this one bums me out. Movie theater
you go.
popcorn. Movie theater popcorn. This apparently only applies to people coming to the first showing of the day.
Matinee.
A Reddit user said some theaters bag up the popcorn left over from the night before and serve it the next day. And by the way, the Reddit thread generated 6,000 comments in less than 24 hours.
Look, if it doesn't taste fresh, just return it. Take it back.
You know, we're always rolling the dice, aren't we, when somebody else is
We really
preparing
are.
our food?
I
Yeah,
liked all
absolutely.
of those things on that list.
Did you?
Firefighters in Washington state saved some very special lives, and their good deed has gone viral. Officials say a fire started in a clothes dryer and quickly spread through a trailer in Lacey, just outside Olympia. Firefighters put it out and found a family of hamsters inside their cage. Oreo, Madonna, and their 3 babies. The little guys weren't doing so well, so firefighters pulled out their pet emergency pocket guide. They hooked the hamsters up to some oxygen, and it worked. Luckily, no one was injured.
So
They got that tube in that little hamster's mouth. I have no idea.
Has anybody had a pet hamster before?
No.
Yeah, you have.
You
I always wanted one
Sure.
growing up, but I never had
Cute.
one.
They smell a lot, and but they're cute.
Did it have a hamster wheel?
Had a wheel, yeah, they have to have a
That's
wheel.
really
Sure.
cute.
They're cute.
Good stuff. All right, guys. 6:50 is the time right now. And I will tell you, temperatures in the 50s this morning and 60s, a near average day, but we are expecting much warmer conditions on the way. Take a look at this shot. The sun's starting to come up over our Sierra Cam. You will see right here, clear skies in this shot. This has to be my favorite time of morning. So you will see right here. This is actually a shot from Chopper. So I was going to say it looked a little different. So thank you, SkyTube, for that. Absolutely gorgeous. So you will see near average temperatures today. Plenty of sunshine already in progress right now, as we saw. Elevated fire danger as we head into the next few days, especially as we head toward the end of the week and the first part of your weekend. And we are looking at hot and dry conditions with temperatures ranging from the 80s all the way to the triple digits by the end of the week. So temperatures right now in the 50s and 60s, 65 in Anaheim, 66 in Long Beach, 80s by the afternoon in the Basin. Eventually those 80s will start to turn to 90s and even triple digits in some spots as we head toward the later part of the week. Today, though, 80s and a few low 90s as we head to the IE. 70s and 80s for Orange County, but eventually those 70s and 80s will turn to 80s, 90s, and possibly triple digits for spots like Lancaster later in the week. But today we're at 86, Santa Monica 75, 87 in Reseda. So enjoy the cooler numbers while they're here. So we are heading into the first of the month, almost October, and temperatures starting to look like this later in the week. So you'll see 70s turning to 80s for the beaches, the Basin 80s and 90s flirting with the triple digits, 80s, 90s, and triple digits for our valleys with the heat and the event peaking Friday through Saturday. 6:52 is the time right now. Let's check the roads with Stephanie.
All right, Evelyn, let's take a look at our Caltrans camera once again approaching this SIG alert. Oh, we are in such bad shape on the 91 this morning. Pay close attention to your eastbound lanes right here. That's the slower side, all approaching this SIG alert. Multi-car crash. One of the cars was on fire. We also had a big rig in the mix. So the camera you saw was right around here. This is going to be in place until 7:15. Avoid the 91 altogether. We're also getting pressure on that westbound side. Take Artesia Boulevard instead. Let's go back and revisit this crash on the South 57. This is at Pathfinder. One lane closed for cleanup. Backup's actually not too bad, so you don't need an alternate there. Rick and Sharon.
Coming up at the top of the hour, CBS This Morning from 7 to 9 a.m.
Nora O'Donnell joins us now live from New York with a preview. Good morning, Nora.
Hi.
Hey, good morning to you, Rick and Sharon. Good to see you guys. Ahead, the Secret Service is on the defense today after an intruder got much farther into the White House than originally revealed by the Secret Service. We'll talk to national security analyst Juan Zarate and what it means for protecting the president. Plus, Plus, Netflix is set to make history. We're looking at a new deal that will bring a movie to the streaming service on the very same day that it opens in theaters. That means we can watch from home. And Ben Affleck is in Studio 57. We'll talk to the actor about how his smile landed him the lead in Gone Girl and the reason he almost passed at the chance to play Batman.
Wow.
The news is back in the morning. We'll see you guys at 7.
Can't wait to watch.
All right, thank you, Nora. The time is 6:54, and coming up next on CBS 2 News this morning, forget being afraid. Meet the cat that really enjoys one noisy appliance.
And we're talking to one of the stars of the new CBS show, Stalker. Maggie Q joins us in the studio ahead of the big premiere that's coming up tomorrow on CBS 2 News this morning.
And if you're headed out the door, you can get the latest traffic and weather conditions for your morning commute on KNX 1070 News Radio.
You got your demons, and you got desires, but I got a few of my own.
Your sink's all clogged and it's the middle of the night. Time to call a hero. Rooter Hero. For $79, our fast, friendly technicians will unclog any drain, anytime, day or night.
I'm a doctor of internal medicine with something terrible to admit. I've treated thousands of patients, risked their lives while high on prescription drugs. I was an addict. I'm recovered now, but an estimated 500,000 medical professionals are still out there abusing drugs or alcohol. Police, airline pilots, bus drivers, they're randomly tested for drugs and alcohol, but not us doctors. You can change that. Vote yes on Proposition 46. Your lives are in our hands.
Bumps happen. Some good and others not so good. For the bumps you want to forget, bring them to Mako for our $149 bumper sale. And we'll freshen up your bumper with a new coat of paint for just $149. It's that easy. Mako, America's Body Shop.
Be advised, this is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to save 40 to 80% on a spa and swim spa. Friday through Sunday. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2014 inventory. 2 locations, Pasadena Convention Center and Long Beach Convention Center. Over 100 spas on display and everything must go. See the revolutionary swim spa. You can exercise, swim, and relax without the expense and maintenance of a pool. Spas starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. 12-month interest-free financing. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old spa. 2 locations, Pasadena Convention Center and Long Beach Convention Center. Free admission. Call 1-888-SPA-SALE.
This can't be right. It's not right. It's unjust is what it is.
You'd get a lot more discounts with Mercury.
Check out our savings specs. We use these to uncover discounts that can save you hundreds.
Wow, I should go with Mercury. Mission accomplished. These are great.
Yeah, and they got all kinds of cool features.
Can
I keep these?
We're on a mission to save you money. Your sink's all clogged and it's the middle of the night. Time to call a hero. Rooter Hero. For $79, we'll unclog any drain, anytime, day or night.
Everybody needs a hero. RooterHero.com.
Members of the Teachers Union will be gathering in front of this Silver Lake Middle School later this morning. It's one of a number of groups hoping to have its voice heard as the evaluation of Superintendent John Daisy grows closer. Now, also today at 4 p.m., the board will be meeting in a private closed-door session. They'll be talking about that annual review of the superintendent. Both critics and supporters have been speaking out about the superintendent and his future within the district. The formal evaluation of Daisy is set for October.
I'm Amber Lee in Burbank. Another data breach to 2 supermarket giants. The first one happened in August, and now Albertsons and SuperValu says they have discovered more malicious software, this time installed to their systems that process credit and debit card transactions. The company says they are still trying to determine if credit card data was actually taken. Credit card companies, however, have been notified. Customers who shopped at the store from August 27th to September 21st may be at risk.
It is time to check the headlines from your community. From the Sun, San Bernardino County launched a new fire danger awareness program where red flags will now hang outside of county fire stations to warn residents of high fire danger conditions.
From the Ventura County Star, allegations made in a mailer sent to Ventura County voters last week by the California Democratic Party are bringing the debate about Social Security back into the spotlight ahead of the upcoming election.
From the Whittier Daily News, rebates received by homeowners for replacing their lawns with drought-tolerant landscaping will not be counted as income. Governor Jerry Brown signed the bill into law yesterday.
We're getting a look at your 5-day microclimate forecast, and we've been talking about red flag conditions later in the week, so that's certainly something we're looking at all across the Southland, especially for our valleys where we're expecting very hot numbers. Not only will it be hot, but it's going to be dry, and the Santa Ana winds will be kicking in. The event peaking Friday and Saturday, kicking off Thursday, lasting through the weekend. Stephanie.
All right, let's take a look, Evelyn, at a brand new crash on the 405 northbound side, this time affected. It's at Seal Beach Boulevard, right in the middle of all that long-term construction, so that is backing up your travels there. And as we take it out to Encino, wow, wide open on the north 101, but southbound side pretty sluggish.
Well, most cats run for cover when there are some loud noises.
Not this guy. Yeah. This is Bobo the cat. Now, not only is he unfazed by the vacuum, he actually loves being vacuumed. Bobo has more than 250,000 hits on YouTube. Check him out.
Gotta get those paws.
That's hilarious.
Yep.
Wow.
On that note.
All right, thanks for watching CBS 2 News this morning. Remember, we're always on at cbsla.com.
Have a great day, everyone. CBS This Morning is next.
When I compliment her, she won't believe me. And it's so sad to think that she don't see what I see. But every time